Hello everybody, welcome back to some Fallout 4. As you can see, we're outside Nuka World where we left off last time, although technically I guess we didn't leave off right here, but from the train station. But for this part, I do want to do... Ooh, a rat, eh? Oh, these are actually not, like, super weak. Although maybe...
I saved this for you.
Oh yeah, they're not that bad.
Oh, that
Yeah,
must
they're
have
cake on.
hurt.
Alright. So I'm torn, right? Because I kind of want to just go and do the outside bits. But at the same time, if we don't go in and do the main quest, then we're not going to get Gage. So we're going to go in. We're going to do up to the point where we get Gage. And then we're going to go out and about and do the stuff. Because it's almost Christmas.
Word is, super mutants just hit the place. They're still trying to rebuild. Should be easy pickings.
If there's anything left. How good is this source of yours?
It's good, Shank. I don't bring you bullshit.
And I'd like to keep it that way. Here, earn this. Anything else you find out?
Shank, you'll be the first to know. Found some pretty good stuff while I was out on the road. Interested?
What have you got?
It changes every day, to be honest. But I try to keep a good mix of weapons, supplies, and trinkets. It's a decent bet I've got something you want.
Sure, let's take a look.
Alright, let's see if she has anything I want. Well, first things first. What does December's Child take? 556 rounds. So let's buy those. Let's see, weapons. Throat Slicer. Targets bleed for additional 25 points of damage. That's not bad. Oh, I thought that said crappy shirt and jeans, but it's cappy. Nuka World shirt and jeans. Nuka World jacket and jeans. Can't see any of that through my armor anyway, otherwise I would. No hat, though, because I would definitely change to, like, a cappy hat. At least for this part of the DLC. Oh, also, I think I brought... Yeah, I brought the handmade rifle, but I need 7.62 bullets. Anyway. So yeah, we're gonna get to the point where we get Shanks, which should be like after we do this quest, where we can use him as our
One of the
companion.
traders stealing food.
Yeah? What did you do to him?
Turned him loose outside the gate.
You serious?
Yeah. Then I got in a little extra target practice.
Dumbass traitors.
Yeah, so that's the pack. They really remind me of the bad guys from the Far Cry New Dawn.
Some scaver makes it through the gauntlet, takes out the boss, and now we're all supposed to follow him? How does that work? He ain't even a raider.
All I know is Gage was in the mountain the other day and he had a real long talk with Nisha. In private.
Gage? How the hell with that guy? What's he ever done around here?
Hey, I'm just telling you what I saw. You want to know more about what's going on? Then maybe you should ask Mason.
What do I look like? An idiot?
Nisha really only has one rule around here. Don't get caught.
Anyway, so yeah, there's the disciples.
Anything that's out of the ordinary around here, have you? Maybe something hidden, shaped like a bottle cap.
I thought we told you to keep your ass at the market. If you're looking for something, you can find it there, like everyone else.
I'm not here for the market. I didn't travel hundreds of miles to go shopping.
I don't suppose you came here for a bullet in the brain either. So if you want to live, I suggest you stay where you belong.
Oh, you guys are real friendly, aren't you? Nuka World! I've always dreamed of coming here, and now I finally made it! This place is amazing, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess it is pretty impressive.
It sure is. You can just imagine the children, smiling and happy, all drinking Nuka-Cola and having the time of their lives. It must have been magical. The name's Sierra Petrovita. I traveled all the way from the capital wasteland to visit this place. Maybe you've heard about my Nuka-Cola museum?
Yeah, the Nuka-Cola Museum. Everyone's heard of that.
Really? That's great! I'm so glad word is catching on. Maybe I'll get more visitors soon. You just made my day! Here, let me return the favor. It's not really cold anymore, but I'm sure it still tastes great. Well, I'd stay and chat some more, but I've gotta get back to my search.
What are you searching for?
I don't really want to say. It's nothing personal. I just don't know you well enough to trust you. Sorry.
I'm a fellow Nuka-Cola fan, so you can definitely trust me.
Wow, really? That's great. In fact, that gives me an idea. I've read all kinds of things about the park, and I'd love to tell someone about it. How about I give you a little tour of Nuka Town here, and when it's over, I'll share my secret. What do you say?
Sounds like a great idea.
Okay, then let's get started. Right this way, if you please.
Just so you know, the only reason we're really doing this is because it starts that quest, which
Sure, we carry guns.
we can do as we travel around. Now, I don't think that there's anything outside of Nuka World that has to do with this quest, but just in case, I'd like to get it started.
Top Mountain here provides a commanding view of Nuka Town, USA, and the other areas of the park. Some of the finest and most expensive dining in the park was found at Top Grill, which you can see up on the mountain slope.
Okay, you gotta move. But yeah, her quest involves finding like little Cappy pictures all around the park. The Nuka-Cade.
Not all of the attractions at Nuka World were rides. The Nuka-Cade here boasted dozens of exciting games of skill for the whole family to enjoy. Winning the games meant earning tickets you could spend to get all kinds of awesome Nuka-Cola merchandise. If I'd been around back then, I'd probably have spent a whole week in here trying to win all the prizes.
And you still can play the games and win the prizes with the tickets. Because, of course, it was all automated. And you can even trade in all of your money for tokens and coins. And tickets, I think. I'm not sure if you can straight up buy tickets. Because there is the one achievement to like spend 10,000 or use 10,000 tickets or something.
Those seeking a more refined experience could sit down to a sumptuous meal at the Parlor Dinner Theater, home to the renowned Nuka World players. The Parlor wasn't just a dinner theater. It also hosted one of the park's most sought-after events, the Bottle and Cappy Show. The show was so popular, tickets would sell out months in advance.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. When people go to amusement parks, they generally start planning it months in advance. And then, they can get tickets to whatever things they want to make sure that they see while they're there. Just walk right in front of the person doing target practice. What is this place? The Cafe. Cappy's Cafe.
Enough of this slog. Just point us to the nearest watering hole.
With its brightly colored design and delicious burgers and fries, it's no surprise Cappy's Cafe was hugely popular with kids. The cafe was best known for its super spicy Nuka Blast Burger, which was so hot, it was nicknamed the A-Bomb on a bun. On the park's busiest days, the line to get into the cafe was said to stretch all the way to Top Mountain.
Think you're tough? Let's wrestle. Find out.
When was the last time you took
Past the market is Nuka World's front gate, which led to this entrance plaza. It was widely believed that the park's average daily attendance numbered in the tens of thousands. Of course, the
I can see
Nuka-Cola
that.
Corporation never released official figures, but from everything I've read, I think that's a low estimate. You might have seen the robot dressed like a big red Nuka-Cola bottle. That's Nira, the park's informational attendant. She might be the only one in the park who's as enthusiastic about Nuka-Cola as I am.
I think she has a quest for
And
us
that
too.
concludes the tour. Pretty good, huh?
That was very informative. Thank you.
It was my pleasure, especially since none of the gangs wanted to hear any of that. Believe me, I tried. I guess you could think of me as the world's biggest Nuka-Cola fan. I've been obsessed with this stuff since the first time I tasted it. I collect all the merchandise I can find, like these awesome Cappy glasses I'm wearing. But these aren't just ordinary sunglasses. They were part of a really cool contest that started just before the war. And the winner of the contest would get to meet the famous John Caleb Bradburton himself.
Bradburton. I remember that name. He was the guy who invented Nuka-Cola, right?
Exactly. Wow. Not a lot of people know that. At least not anymore. So, to win the contest, you had to find 10 images of Cappy, the Nuka-Cola mascot, hidden throughout the park. Each image has part of a code or something, and only these special glasses can reveal it. Now I know what you're thinking. Bradburton's long gone. Who cares about the contest anymore? Well, I'm betting that somewhere in his office is the original Nuka-Cola formula. That formula was one of the great mysteries of the soft drink world, and it would be the crown jewel of my collection. If you can help me get it, I promise it'll be worth your while.
Sure, why not? Might learn more about the park while I'm at it.
Good point. You're new here after all. You should learn everything you can. I'll give you my Cappy glasses and this old contest holotape. It's got hints about where to find the hidden Cappies. Just track down the clues and then come back to me once you've found them all. I'm an expert in all things Nuka-Cola, so I'm sure I'll be able to decipher it. Happy hunting!
All right. So it does say to equip the Cappy glasses. I'm not going to because they look dumb. And until you actually come across one of the things. Like, you don't need them to see the things, I think. I'm pretty sure that once you find the hidden Cappy, you just need them to read what the hint is. Oh, God. What was the name of the thing she just gave us? Oh, hidden Cappy. Right. H. Right? Yes. So yeah, there's Dry Rock Gulch, Galactic Zone, Kitty Kingdom, Nuka Town, USA, the Bottling Plant, and the Safari Adventure. So let's just check out the Nuka Town. Down near the bottom of this top mountains, Cappy's enjoying a view of the fountain. So since that's where we were heading anyway, I actually will equip the glasses. Now, as you can see, it doesn't change your view or anything. But they do show, obviously, the thing. So here's the fountain. So now I don't remember exactly where he is. You think he's just like along the wall somewhere. Obviously he has to be on like original architecture, not anything that the Raiders put up. And I want to say he's just like...
Damn Nuka-Cola song stuck in my head again.
like a bathroom wall. Ah, there he is.
That's one.
Whoops. So yeah, see, you can still see it without the glasses. You just can't make out what it says. But yeah, there's one of those in each area, and then once we do that, we can turn in the quest. Are you gonna get on? Oh, there we go. Nope. Oh, well, she's on, but I have a feeling you're gonna bonk your head. Yeah, pushed her right through.
Welcome home, boss. The digs are yours now. I hope you like the look. Coulter had some peculiar tastes. But this view is something, huh? Everything you see here is under your control, now that you're in charge.
Yeah, I still don't get it. Why put me in charge?
You may have noticed that our former overboss, Coulter, was a fucking asshole. And that's me being nice. Ended up being poisoned for this whole operation. The way I see it, surviving the gauntlet means you've got what it takes. Or at least the potential. For a good while now, we've needed someone who can get shit done, make real progress.
If I'm really running the show now, let's get to work.
Now that right there is just the kind of attitude I was hoping for. Look, I'll be honest with you. This operation needs someone to step in and take the reins. Sure as hell ain't gonna be me. Leading outright ain't my style. And there's already some blaming me for supporting Coulter all this time. My talents are best put to use helping a new overboss get all this shit under control. You get me?
I hear you, Gage.
Good. I know I'm throwing a lot at you all at once here. Let's take a step back and talk big picture, okay? Nuka World. Shit. This was the dream. Huge. Built like a goddamn fortress. You run this, world is yours. We had a good head start on it. A lot of work went into getting the disciples, the operators, and the pack to work together. But we got here. About a year ago, we push in through the front gate. Take over Nuka Town. Get these traitors under our thumb. And then, well, Coulter got lazy. He was content to sit on his ass. Never bothered putting in the effort to finish taking over the park. The gangs got restless and started pissing each other off. It is a real mess.
Wait, what kind of mess am I walking into here?
It was little shit at first. Heated tempers, arguments, the occasional shooting. Got worse over time, though. Gangs started staking out as much territory as they could. All being on top of each other like this. Started looking for excuses to turn on each other. If something ain't done soon to settle things down, it's gonna reach a point there ain't no coming back from.
Coulter couldn't pull this off? He was weak. Didn't deserve to be in charge.
Tell me about it. I thought he had what it took, so I helped arrange this whole deal. Didn't work out. But now that you're here, we got a second shot. You know, I've heard about you. In charge of the Minutemen, ain't you? No idea why you'd waste your time with those has-beens. I ain't no genius, but as far as I'm concerned, history already proved what they're after ain't gonna work. Look, I know these gangs. Been working with them or against them for years now. I'll help you, okay? Walk you through everything. First thing you gotta do is get the gangs behind you. Without them supporting you, you're not getting shit done. You don't have to trust them. Hell, you don't even have to like them. But you need them to respect you enough to follow you.
Have any advice for how I should go about it?
Yeah, all right. The disciples like violence. The bloodier, the better. Tell them they'll get plenty of it. The operators are in it mostly for the money. They get promised caps, they'll listen to you. The pack, hell, I don't know. They follow whoever they think is the strongest. Show some teeth, I guess.
Don't worry. Everybody likes me.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on that. Look, technically, you're already the new overboss, right? That's like half the work done right there. Just meet the leaders. Talk with them. Flex your muscles a little. Show them you mean business.
Okay, let's do this.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. You just need to show them you're the right man for the job. I'll be here if you need me. You are the overboss after all. Just don't screw this up.
Gage.
You need something, boss?
Alright,
Nothing else
so
for
we
now.
still don't
Alright.
have him.
You know where to find me.
So we may be doing this. So we may not actually get to the locations in this part. Alright, so he wants us to meet with all of the different leaders. Let's see here. I didn't expect to have to go this far. I really thought that he came with us to meet the leaders, but apparently not. Now we could, because they
Nisha,
do
you're
obviously
the only
have like
fool
stuff to
around
pick
here.
up and collect in here.
Watch yourself.
Could theoretically do that as we're doing this,
We
but
should run this place, not some little greenie Gage dragged in. We're giving him a second chance. Gage screws this up, he knows we'll skin him alive. So shut up and be patient. What about you, big eye? Nothing to say on the matter?
As long as he doesn't get in my way. Don't much care.
Yeah, figured as much. Both of you just get out of here. And make sure the others get the message.
Don't look like much to me.
Hey there.
You want to
So,
talk?
You're
Talk to
Gage's
Nisha.
little pet project.
Last I checked, I'm the overboss.
You survived the gauntlet. You killed Coulter, with Gage's help, of course. So sure, you're the overboss. But that title hasn't meant anything for a long time now. If Gage thinks that'll change overnight, he's dead wrong. Everyone knows we all wanted Coulter dead. Of course, if I had my way, it would have been a slow, painful process. But whatever. Let's get this meet and greet over with. I'm Nisha. I lead the Disciples. We've only got one rule around here, and that's keeping the peace of this alliance. Otherwise, the way we see it, this world stopped caring about rules the moment people started dropping bombs on one another.
Rules just hold us back. We should be free to do what we want.
That's what I was trying to tell Coulter all along. Maybe if he listened, he'd still be around. Although I could give him a little credit. He built the gauntlet, after all. Of course, it was total shit at first. No imagination. But we spiced it up a bit.
You call that a gauntlet? More like a cakewalk.
Do cakewalks end in death? Because if Gage hadn't helped your ass, you'd be dead right now. Let's just hope Gage is right about you. He made a lot of promises to get us here. Never followed through. So you better not screw this up, because I'm not about to tolerate another round of bullshit.
I'm gonna do things my way, whether you approve or not.
Oh yeah? I just have a few things for you to consider before you go off and do things your way. You see, the Disciples don't make empty threats. We make good on them. We aren't swayed by caps like those spoiled brats obsessed with their hair, or those savage animals who can't behave in public. Fuck this up, and I will kill you. Although, I admit I have even better plans for Gage. But, if you support us and keep your promises like a good little overboss, we back you. You get to live, and everybody wins.
I don't make promises, and you'll do what I say.
Looks like you're already a step above Coulter. I'll see how this plays out. For now. But if you change your tune and decide to play nice, there's no shortage of work around here. So, if you're looking to prove you've got what it takes, you know where to find me.
alright, so that's the Disciples leader.
If you come across any Hebologist crazies, just ignore them. Told those freaks to stick to their camp.
You know, I like this
Carry guns,
DLC
but knives are where it's at. It's not fun unless you're up close and personal.
because it makes more sense for raiders. Like, all the raiders you meet in the base game are like, they see you and immediately attack you. They don't talk to you. They don't try and bribe you. They don't try and make deals despite you reading multiple things on computers about them actually, like, doing shit with other people.
You're gonna head on in, overboss.
So it's very nice to see raider gangs actually acting like more than just savage animals.
He's got that pit boy on his arm.
So, our new overboss
was a vault dweller.
Or iced a vault dweller.
You can go.
Hey there.
Well, I suppose we all owe you for putting down Coulter.
Man was an idiot. Made us all look bad.
A clown stuck in his own little car. I guess we can take some solace in the fact that someone finally gave him what he deserved. I want to know, what did you feel as you did it? When you brought that walking pile of human garbage to his knees?
Taking down an opponent like that? It's thrilling.
Sure looked it.
Perhaps you're better suited to this than I expected. Regardless, Gage's decree means that you're the new overboss. I suppose we can only hope you work out better than the last one. I'm Mags. This is my brother, William.
Pleasure.
Along with our co-conspirator, Lizzie, we run this crew. Call ourselves the Operators. You'll come to understand soon enough that we are the only gang you should be backing around here. Because we're the only ones who see this place for what it is. A temple. A testament to the only thing that matters in this world.
Making money?
Exactly. Caps. This place was built for the sole purpose of taking caps out of the pockets of fools. We only joined Gage and Coulter's little menagerie in order to restore it to that goal. Though by somewhat more cutthroat methods than I expect its founders intended.
Instead, Coulter had us sitting on our asses for the better part of a year while he lived large in his damn mountaintop.
And that means, if you're going to be in charge around here, we'd like some assurances that you intend to bring this place back to its true purpose. And that we're going to get back to robbing folks of their fucking money.
My goal is to use this place to make all the money I can.
Well, it's about damn time.
I look forward to seeing your claims put into action. So, you're welcome in the parlor whenever you like. Make yourself at home. And if you think you might be interested in running some jobs for us, you just come speak to me. And we'll all be anxiously awaiting getting this place back to doing what it does best.
Alright. Now, mm,
Pack act like rabid animals. Ought to be dealt with the same way.
okay. So I was just looking because I couldn't remember if there was a way to like buy the armor sets.
I thought about trying my hand.
You can, but we need to get Gage as a follower first because if he's a follower in Nuka World,
William normally had me
he will sell some gear from the gangs. But yeah, that was the Operators. As you can see, much more of an amenable group. You know, it's like, yeah, we can make money, sure. So yeah, in the end, you do have to. Well, I was gonna say you do have to betray one of the three factions. Realistically, one of the factions betrays you. So like as we explore, I think if we look at the map, so like as you can see, we have a section of the park here, section of the park here, a section here, here, here. I think there's like, I don't know. There's like 5 or 6 sections to the park that you take over, and each time you do that, you assign it to one of the 3 gangs. And then because it's an uneven number, like let's say that there's 5, so you assign 2, 2, and 1. Whoever the 1 is will then betray you, and you have to take them out, and then you just run with the other 2 gangs that are left. Now, personally, I do enjoy the Disciple armor. I like the way it looks. I don't really
Welcome to the
care
nest,
for the pack
boss.
armor
We was
because it's a
wondering
little
when you'd make
colorful
it
for
down
me
here.
for Fallout. Like I said, they remind me of Far Cry New Dawn and other games similar to that. But I generally go with the operators in the pack because I feel like out of the three gangs, the disciples are probably what I would consider to be like the worst. Oh look, there's a fucking gorilla in there.
Pack lets it all hang. Did you have to wait in a long line to see me?
No, I walked right up here.
Exactly. Most can handle their own shit without bothering me about it. Do you need help finding your place here?
No? No, I can handle it.
There's plenty of collars in the kennels if you can't.
It ain't easy keeping the zoo. We all do our part.
Now that I get a closer look at you, not sure I'm buying this new overboss thing.
As long as you care about yourself, you'll do what I tell you.
Ha! You might make it out of here alive after all. Name's Mason, the Pack's Alpha. This here's our side of town. You might be overboss, for now, but I'm the boss of the Pack, and it's gonna stay that way. Long as you don't go forgetting that, we're gonna be fine.
I'm not here to make us friends. I'm here to make us some caps.
I think we can all respect Caps, if not each other. Look, it ain't like anyone's broke up about Coulter. Just figured on his replacement being, well, different. But Gage says you're the boss now, so you're the boss.
Coulter was weak. Why'd you follow him at all?
Been wondering that ourselves. Don't get me wrong, Coulter was definitely overboss. Not a man to mess with. And things were good in the beginning. Real good. But that was a year ago. Then Coulter went soft. Wanted to take stock in what we achieved.
I think you're a bunch of ungrateful children.
Careful there, boss. We ain't ungrateful, just fed up. Sure, this place beats living in the shitholes we had out there. But it ain't the palace of caps we signed up for. Ain't none of us happy, not even the disciples. And they're normally a chipper bunch so long as they're drenched in blood. Things were going to hell fast, but Gage put the brakes on that. Got us together and promised he'd find someone to deal with Coulter.
I'm not Coulter, so that better not happen to me.
Yeah, sure, boss. I get it. I do. We're totally willing to give you a chance. We are. Look, let's cut to the chase. You gonna do right by the Pack? I hear you've been talking to the other gangs.
Be a good dog and do what you're told, or you'll be put down.
Whoa there, boss. Not in front of my guys, all right? You got enough to worry about without a dominant struggle inside the Pack to deal with. You know what? I think we're not so different, me and you. I want you to have this. Consider it a token of our mutual understanding and respect.
The problem solver. Increased damages for after each consecutive hit on the same target. Oh, I might actually change my gun to be that one.
Thing before I let you go. There's always work to do around here, keeping the zoo in order. If you're ever able to lend a hand, drop by. Loyalty's a two-way street.
So yeah, like I said, I generally go with the Pack and the Disciples. I say that having never actually made it to the end of the DLC, but every time I've played the DLC, which is like maybe 3 times, as I'm doing stuff, I do basically stick with those two. But yeah, I go with them because, like, realistically, trying to take out all the raiders in this place would be very difficult without a significant amount of help and loss of life. Whereas if I can take control of them and direct them, I could theoretically work on maybe not necessarily turning them into good guys, but, you know, doing stuff in such a way as to significantly lower their threat. Now, as you may have noticed, Kate is a great person to do this DLC with.
Things are boring as hell since Nisha made us team up. I ain't no fan of playing nice with others.
But, well, you know what? It says we can go in here anyway. because she is the closest one to like a raider in this game. Strong, I do believe, also works, but most of the characters I don't think very much enjoy you doing this DLC without just immediately coming in and slaughtering all of the raider gangs. But obviously, I don't want to do that, as you know that. I mean, why even bother showing this DLC then? Even though it would significantly lower the amount of time to finish this
The
playthrough.
Overboss returns. Yeah, you're back in one piece. That's a good sign. Everything all peachy with our friendly neighborhood psychopaths? Sure hope you didn't promise them too much. I mean, going a little over the top is part of the game, but you don't want them holding it against you if you can't deliver.
They'll do what they're told. And that's all that matters.
Oh boy, okay. Time to roll up your sleeves, boss. There's work to be done. This place is huge. Divided up into sections. Parks, whatever the hell they called them back in the day. We need to take them all back. One at a time. Every section we secure gives us a little more breathing room and more resources. You stake a claim, plant a little flag for one of the gangs, and that settles it. It's theirs for good. Who gets what, that'll be your call. Whoever you hand it off to will appreciate it, but the others might get a little jealous. You know how it goes.
It's gonna feel good to be in charge.
Yeah, sure will. Be real nice to have this place all under our control. So that's it. Nice and simple, right? Take a minute. Settle in if you want. And then let's get to it. And hey, we're in this together. So I might as well go all in. You want me watching your back? You just say the word.
That sounds like a great idea, Gage. You've got a deal.
You're the overboss.
Alright, then Kate can go home. And now I don't know.
What's up, boss?
Okay, so I can trade with him here. All he has is the fucking. Alright, hang on. Oh, right, because that's just trade, not like buy stuff during trade. No idea what the hell just happened. But if we're here.
Hey,
Need something from me?
look alive, Gage.
Hey, boss.
Dismiss relationship.
Have any gear I can buy off you?
Sure, boss. Take a look.
There we go. Let's see what we got. I need 760. Wow, 677, eh? Fuck. Colorful green undergarments. That must be one of the dickhead pack clothes. Disciple spiked armor. Strap. The fancy suit. Heavy left leg. Must be. And then here's another heavy left leg. Which is, I think the one that I want is the heavy operator's armor. So I'll take that. Now, do I have anything on me to sell him? No, because I got rid of all my stuff, but that's fine. I have 18,000 caps, so. What the hell is out here in the middle of the water?
Man, this is a waste of time.
Weird. Anyway, there we go. We now have Gage. We'll have to. I don't remember how often he changes his inventory.
Don't get caught.
But we'll call that. Now that we have Gage, we'll call it a part.
Beat spending your whole life growing shitty crops.
Yeah. Now I think that there is a. I want to say that there is a red rocket station that you can build. Unfortunately, I don't see it on my map that I'm using to like mark off collectibles and that, which is weird. Because I want to say that it's the only place where you can actually build stuff.
Just to wind up eating a bullet.
But yeah, we'll call it done for now. Next part, like I said, because I don't really feel like doing the main quest line
It's not fun unless you're
today. we're going to head outside of the park and do a few areas that are out there. We'll probably clear through all the areas that are outside the park in 2 parts. We'll do the ones, and they might end up being short parts depending on how it goes, because I think that there's basically some to the southwest and then a few to the, and then like a very few to the northeast. So we'll do the southwest ones tomorrow, which will actually help with that, learning about the Hobologists. That one I do believe is to the southwest. And we'll get a couple of the Scav magazines. And then the part after that, we'll head to the north. Oh god, to the northeast, and do the stuff up there. I don't think there's any magazines there. But
Damn,
if
stuck in my head again.
one of them doesn't end up being very long, like if it really takes us no time to get through it, we might come back at the end of the part into Nuka World here to find any like collectibles and like holotapes and whatnot that's here. Pick up all the quests that we can and everything. So that'll be it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching,
That last one
and
died
I
too
will see you
fast.
next time for more.